How to create a birth chart. To create your birth chart, follow these steps. Step 1. Write down your Gregorian calendar date of birth on a piece of paper. For example, May 27, 1983. Step 2. Draw 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines perpendicular to each other on the paper, see Figure 2, forming 9 squares to fill with the natural numbers, from 1 to 9. These numbers have fixed positions and cannot be changed. For example, the number 1 is always in the bottom left square, and the number 5 is always in the center of the chart. The number 0 is excluded and not written on the chart, see Figure 3. Step 3. Refer to the number positions in Figure 3, depending on your date of birth. Place the digits into their respective squares. For example, for May 27, 1983, see Figure 4, position each number accordingly. If a number repeats, list it in the same position. Leave blank any squares without corresponding numbers. Step 4. Your birth chart is now complete, providing a foundational blueprint of yourself. You can analyze many aspects of your personality and tendencies through this simple chart. First, observe the 3 planes represented by the 3 horizontal rows in the chart. From bottom to top, these are Figure 5, the 3 planes in the birth chart. Basic self, numbers 1, 4, 7, corresponding to the physical plane, reflects practical activities and physical reality. High self numbers 2, 5, 8, corresponding to the emotional plane, associated with feelings, sensations, and spiritual aspects. Conscious self numbers 3, 6, 9, corresponding to the mental plane, represents intellectual activities, thinking, and creativity. The number of digits in each plane indicates the degree of expression in that area of life. More numbers suggest stronger expression. This understanding aids relationships by revealing traits and communication tendencies, helping to foster harmony with family, colleagues, and others. Meaning of each plane. Mental plane relates to intellectual functions, such as memory, analytical thinking, reasoning, creativity, responsibility, ambition, and life goals. Emotional plane represents the heart's domain, including intuition, love, positive emotions, artistic expressions, independence, and wisdom. Physical plane pertains to actions, including speech, body language, organization, patience, materialism, and learning through setbacks. Checking the present and absent numbers in the birth chart. Checking the present numbers. Once you have created a birth chart following the Pythagorean method, the first step is to identify the numbers present in the chart and note whether each number stands alone or forms clusters, for example, 11, 33, 66, triples, for example, 111, 333, 666, or even quadruples, for example, 1111, 2222, or quintuples, 11111. It's important to remember that the presence of a number is just as significant as its absence. Additionally, a single occurrence of a number holds a different meaning compared to when it appears in clusters. So don't assume that having more is always better. In the complete book of Numerology, David suggests that among the 9 natural numbers, 1 to 9, only 1 and 2 are beneficial when they appear as pairs, for example, 11 and 22. For numbers 3 through 9, a single occurrence is considered ideal. For instance, having 1 3 in your birth chart is preferable to having 2 or 333, 333. Similarly, 1 9 is optimal for the number's influences, compared to 2 or 399, 999. Pay special attention to the presence of 3 consecutive numbers in a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. These formations create arrows, which highlight specific traits. Individuals with 1, 5, 9 diagonally aligned have the arrow of determination, indicating strong willpower to achieve their goals. Those with 2, 5, 8 in a horizontal line possess the arrow of emotional balance. 4, 5, 6 aligned vertically form the arrow of willpower, signifying exceptional resilience, often recognized as a trait of highly successful individuals. People with 3, 6, 9 aligned horizontally at the top create the arrow of intellect, reflecting exceptional memory and analytical ability, making them well suited for work involving numbers, logic, or intellectual pursuits. Those with 1, 4, 7 aligned horizontally at the bottom form the arrow of practicality, representing a seeing is believing mindset, sometimes limiting their growth due to rigid adherence to logic. Checking the absent numbers. The absence of 3 consecutive numbers in a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line also holds significant meaning. Unlike the present arrows, which can indicate both positive and less positive traits, the absent arrows often reveal challenges or weaknesses. Missing 4, 5, 6 in a vertical line creates the arrow of frustration, signifying difficulty achieving a deeply desired goal. Missing 2, 5, 8 in a horizontal line forms the arrow of oversensitivity, reflecting emotional vulnerability. Missing 3, 5, 7 diagonally from top left to bottom right creates the arrow of melancholy, denoting a tendency toward sadness or skepticism about life. Summary: the arrows formed by the presence or absence of consecutive numbers on a birth chart reveal a blend of strengths and challenges. Understanding these patterns helps provide insight into personality traits and life tendencies.